This is not about public relations. This is not about politics. In the short term, it's clear that we're going to increase negative perception, but for how many decades have we been beaten up in terms of the image of Detroit? And how many decades has this can gotten kicked down the road where people would sort of ignore the realities of the crises, the things that should have been done that didn't get done? And isn't it about time we say stop? Enough is enough. Here's a chance. The people of Detroit deserve better services. And I was hired by the people of Detroit along with 9 million other Michiganders. And so I'm going to do my job. And to the degree there are other consequences, I take those into account. I take them seriously. But isn't this a priority that we need to address? For Michigan to be a great state, we have to resolve this issue and get Detroit on a positive path.
You know, the creditors have made promises to their stakeholders, their governance, and their investors of things. And certainly the labor side has members that are very afraid, very concerned. So I recognize that it's hard. But against that backdrop are practices and levels of debt that nobody is contesting is unsustainable. Mm-hmm. Nobody's saying. So the only question is, what do we do about it? And everybody's trying to say, well, not me, take it out of the hide of that other guy. And that's sort of the debate. That's straight out of the playbook of unsecured creditors. You know, let's joust it out, not me, the other guy. Or the debate between the GO bond debt that says there's an implied covenant of good faith and full faith and credit, so I'm actually secured even though I'm not by implication, or the union and retirees that say, hey, I spilled my life's blood on behalf of the city, and so therefore I should take over just some lenders in some fashion. So I expected those kinds of discussions.
You're talking this morning about federal funds from the blight accounts in Washington. There could be something similar in Lansing.
Well, I would say it comes back to more a project-based thing that we're doing. A good illustration would be the Globe building. Here's a situation where through the DNR we're making an enhancement in the city of Detroit in terms of rehabbing a building that can be an outdoor activity center, a lot of good things going on. M1, there's a significant list of projects, but I view it more as project-oriented rather than saying there's an omnibus check being written. It's like, let's do it on focused projects that you can look at a return on investment. I'd still like to look at Belle Isle in terms of that helps save the city significant dollars each year, where we could enhance the quality of life in Detroit by really making Belle Isle a much better, nicer park.
Quick bankruptcy question. Can Belle Isle be given off to the state as a state park in bankruptcy?
Oh, sure.
It could be?
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's not subject to look back or anything, or that's only if it's done.
Well, it's a lease agreement.
Yeah, it's a lease agreement. We still own it. We lease it on 30-year, 330-year net leases, no money. And you can enter in, that's one of the great things about bankruptcy. Like, we can propose a plan, me and the debtor, and you can enter into any agreements you think are appropriate in the best interest of the debtor.
Have you put a value on the city assets at all? Have you told
No.
us?